Hello, welcome back to our fourth segment on this discussion and adventure through Franz Kafka's story, a report for an academy. And this you see on the screen, just a picture of a typical picture of Prague, where he grew up. And so we're going to do this shorter passage. This is portion 25.4. And it's fairly straightforward, but quite interesting as well. CJ, you ready to start off?
Ready to go.
Okay, great. Here we go. And as before, I'm just going to read aloud and CJ will repeat after me. Please read with him to get a feel for the sentences, and then we'll ask questions to work our way through to getting at a translation. Okay, starting here. Offen gesprochen, so gerne ich auch Bilder wähle für diese Dinge. Offen gesprochen, everybody?
Offen gesprochen, so gerne ich auch Bilder wähle für diese Dinge. Offen gesprochen.
So this is a sort of a past participial phrase, so spoken openly or to speak openly, I would say. So gerne ich auch. So where's the verb from here from so?
Wähle.
Yeah, so I choose simply. So verb, the subject is I. So I also choose. So gerne with a verb means although I or although I am choosing also images for these things or metaphors, you could think. Spoken openly, repeated twice, sort of quite comical. Going on. So just translate that first sentence there, CJ, please.
Okay. To speak openly. I mean, although I choose, although I also like to choose images for these things. Okay.
Good. Going on. Ihr Affentum, meine Herren, sofern Sie etwas derartiges hinter sich haben, everybody?
Ihr Affentum, meine Herren, sofern Sie etwas derartiges hinter sich haben.
And just to complete that sentence, which goes all the way to here, where's the verb complex?
So haben, sich haben, and
Yeah,
then or of the main clause it would be kann
kann sein, right there.
kann sein, yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes you'll have uh, um, so here's your subject, your apehood, so called, kann sein, it can be. So there's your core sentence, just to identify that. Okay. Um, so this is as far to the extent that you again the author or the person writing this is addressing these gentlemen of the academy in the formal sense, of course, to the degree that you have something of the same kind, derartiges. So if you have derartige, it means of the same kind, but if you make it a noun, then you make that has a sort of the abstract sense. So to the degree, sofern, that you have something of that kind behind you, hinter sich. Then going on, kann Ihnen nicht ferner sein als mir das meine. Repeat that.
Kann Ihnen nicht ferner sein als mir das meine.
Okay, so where's the verb complex is, as you identified, which is what?
Kann sein.
Yeah. So, and the subject is?
Ihr Affentum.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to identify the core sentences, and then it'll be split up or interspersed by relative clause, which we have in this case. So your apehood can be, and then how would you go in with that?
Translating.
Yeah.
So cannot be further than further to me than or no further than mine is to me.
Yeah, you could add your apehood cannot be further away. You could supply to you
To you than das to me.
than das which is referring to then my apehood is to me. So it's a little bit convoluted there, but as long as you can sort out the core sentence first. Let's see. Do you want to just do that one again? Just go from here all the way down to that little sentence so we can follow slowly.
Sure. Um, your apehood, um, my gentleman, um, insofar as you have something of the same sort behind you,
Hmm.
that is something like apehood. Um, your apehood cannot be further away from you than my apehood is from me.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
it's yeah, because you really have to adapt it to the English. Because if you did the word order the same, then to me that which is mine, right?
Yeah. No, no, but you delineated that and spelled that out very clearly and nice and slowly. That's great. Okay, going on. Let me just erase this. This is some really great lines coming up here. Just one second here. Okay, going on. An der Ferse aber kitzelt es jeden, everybody,
An der Ferse aber kitzelt es jeden,
der hier auf Erden geht.
der hier auf Erden geht.
Okay, so where's the verb in the first up to the comma?
Kitzelt,
Yeah, so this means to tickle. So, and the subject is?
es.
Good. S is sort of supplying as the subject. So it tickles, and then under Ferse, this means the heels, actually. So on the heels, however, and just finish that little sentence.
Jeden, each one.
Yeah. So on the heels,
Everyone or each one, yeah.
yeah. So on the heels, it tickles, and
It tickles.
it tickles everyone or that person. Then going on, uh, and what does the der refer back to?
That goes back to Jeden.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Who, and then
And
finish that.
when the S goes back to Affentum, which I want to make that clear too.
That's right. Yeah, it's antecedent is that. So,
Who walks here on the earth?
good. Um, going on, and then with a colon going on, den kleinen Schimpansen wie den großen Achilles.
Den kleinen Schimpansen wie den großen Achilles.
Now, why is this in the accusative, CJ?
Well, it's appositional with Jeden.
Good, great. Going way back to this. Yeah. So it tickles, the Affentum, tickles every person who walks on the earth. And then who are those people? The small chimpanzee we finished that.
As the great Achilles,
Good.
as
Okay.
well as.
Good. As well as, that's right. V is a good way to render that. Going on. In eingeschränktem Sinn, aber, everybody?
In eingeschränktesten Sinn.
Aber kann ich doch vielleicht Ihre Anfrage beantworten?
Aber kann ich doch vielleicht Ihre Anfrage beantworten?
Okay, up to the und, where's your verb complex?
That would be kann beantworten.
Good. And this means and what's the subject?
Ich.
Good. So I can answer this or reply um, or answer your inquiry. This is the direct object. Your inquiry. And doch vielleicht is yet perhaps is the effect of that. Going on. Und ich tue es sogar mit großer Freude.
Und ich tue es sogar mit großer Freude.
Verb is?
Tue.
Yeah, it's sort of a funny word. It's a small, very few letters in that word, in that verb. And I do it, and finish that.
And do it then with great happiness.
Yeah, and I do it, i.e. answering or replying to your inquiry, I do that with, however, even sogar with great joy. Okay, why don't you do from here down, just under Verse again, although we did it once, but it's really important to see how that works together
Okay.
slowly.
It tickles the one on the heel who, or each one who walks here upon the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the small chimpanzees as well as the great Achilles. Um, in the in the most limited sense, however, I can yet perhaps reply to your question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I uh, and and
I
I, I I
and I
do it, and I do it then, or even with great happiness or
Great.
joy.
All right, fantastic. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, and we have one more session to conclude this segment. So thanks for tuning in, and see you later.